In this video demonstrating the new Math Melodies game, we are going to take a look at absolute positions. So absolute positions may be a little bit more challenging for most preschoolers or even some kindergarten students, but it does introduce digital tables. And this is a really important concept that we normally start teaching in kindergarten. So let's take a look at this.
Addition.
We're on the
Exercises
exercise page and we're looking for absolute positions. It's in alphabetical, the games are in alphabetical order, so I'm just going to swipe down.
Absolute positions.
Select absolute positions.
Exercise absolute positions. Indicates where the animal is placed in the table.
Okay. And again, whenever I do a table or introduce something new that's spatial, I'm going to do it tactily first before I come over to the digital game. And when we're in the digital game, we're going to explore the screen by dragging our finger around to make sure we have that concept before we start going quickly through the game or right swiping through the game. So let's go ahead and go to first grade base.
First grade base.
And I'm going to select that.
Where is the frog? There is a table of 3 rows and 3 columns.
All right, it's really important that you listen. As it said, there's a row of 3 rows and a table with 3 rows and 3 columns. So let's find our first rows first. They're going to be on the left-hand side.
Empty cell. Row 1.
There's row 1. I already know a row is like a line. It goes left to right, just like we read.
Row 2.
Row 2, I'm dragging down. I'm in the second row. And again, it's a line to the right of the number 2.
Row 3.
Row 3 is the third row, and it's a row going across left to right. Now, let's make sure we understand about columns. So I'm going to go back up to
Empty
the top,
cell.
and I'm going to find the column headers.
Column A.
Column A. Voiceover says A instead of A for A, but it told me it was a column A. Columns go up and down. I'm going to drag right to find the next column.
Column B.
Column B. Remember, the columns go up and down. To find what's in column B, I would drag my finger down.
Column C.
And column C. Okay. So now I want to go ahead and explore the table and see if I can find that pesky little frog. I like to go left to right because that's how we read. So I'm going to find row 1 again.
Row 1.
There it is. And I'm going to drag right. And as I drag right, I'm going to think about which column I'm in.
Empty cell.
So 1 to the right of 1 is column A1.
Empty cell.
Drag to the right again. Now I'm in B1. I'm going to drag again to the
Empty
right.
cell.
C1. And remember, if I get off the table, I'm going to hear thunk, 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 thunk.
Empty. Row 1.
So I drag back to the left. I'm going to go down to find
Row
2.
2.
I'm going to drag to the right.
Empty cell. Empty cell. Empty cell.
So we went across A, B, and C. There's nothing in row 2. I'm in C. I'm going to go back to
Empty
B.
cell. Empty cell.
A.
Row 2.
2. Drag
Row
down.
3.
Now I'm going to drag right. Ah, there's my frog. And I'm going to confirm. I'm going to go back and make sure I'm in
Row
3. Yep. And it's right to the right of 3, so it should be A3. But I'm going to drag up just to confirm.
Empty cell.
I'm up in 2.
Empty
Row
cell.
1.
Column A.
There's column A, or column A. So it is A3 where the frog
Empty
is.
cell. Empty cell.
Yep. So now I'm going to come down for my answers.
B3.
B3.
B1.
B1.
A3.
A3.
C3.
C3. Nope, it's A3.
A3.
Okay. And I know spatially in my mind, I'm thinking it's the bottom left-hand corner. The frog is in the bottom left-hand corner of my table.
A3.
And I'm going to select that.
Screen curtain. Where is the monkey? There is a table of 3 rows and 3 columns.
All right, so I have turned my screen curtain on, which means that it's a blank screen. You can't see what's on the screen. Of course, VoiceOver still works. I use my 3-finger triple tap to do that. I'm going to go ahead and find 1, 2, and 3.
Empty cell.
Empty cell.
Row 1.
Row 1, I'm dragging down.
Row 2. Row 3.
Okay, so
Row
I'm just
1.
confirming. All right, so I'm on row 1. I'm going to drag right.
Empty cell.
Empty cell for A.
Empty cell.
Empty cell for B. Ooh, there's my squirrel. He is in C1. I'm going to check by going up to find C.
Column C.
Yep, come back down. There's my squirrel. That's definitely in C. And I know I'm in row 1, but I can double check by going left.
Empty cell.
That's
Column
B.
Column up. Empty cell.
That is A.
Row 1. Row 1.
Row 1. So we are looking at C1. Let's come down to our
B3.
answers. B3.
C1.
C1. That's going to be my answer. So thinking about the map mentally is going to be in the top right-hand corner of my table. I'm going to go ahead and select C3.
Excellent. Dismiss.
And then to turn,
Where is the wolf? There is a table of 3 rows and 3 columns.
to turn my screen curtain back on, I'm going to do 3 fingers, triple tap. 1, 2, 3.
Screen curtain off.
That was screen curtain off, means that I can visually see the screen again. Okay.